Yeah. 111 show, playoff edition, NFL. Hey, bro, we went 4-0,
Yes, we
or
did.
at least, yeah, 4-0. So I'm not gonna waste no time. Y'all know what happened by now. It's Monday evening. Um, Houston, Baltimore, the first matchup we had on the docket. CJ Stroud's historic rookie performance comes to an end. Baltimore is clearly on a mission, and it looks like a crash course to the Super Bowl, in my eyes at least. But they handled business. It was close. It was close for like a hot second, and then they just ran away with it. Lamar imposed his will. Um, so yeah, thoughts.
It was close for a half, I guess. Getting that punt return really helped Houston out, but just watching that game, dude, I was texting y'all and I'm like, yo, they're gonna make CJ beat them methodically. They giving him the Mahomes treatment. Remember when Fangio basically reinvented two high safeties, and everybody's talking about how Kansas City can't take the top off the defense no more because it's two high safeties and Mahomes gonna have to check everything down. Well, anyway, he mastered that in a season and won a Super Bowl. And that's what I saw from the Ravens. But the Ravens do it a lot more creative than anybody else in the league. And they got the guys to fly around and really make plays. So they made CJ nickel and diamond down the field to try to beat them. And ultimately, the Ravens is coming and they rallying and they're not missing tackles. So I would say the story of that game off top would be the Ravens defense just flying around, taking care of business. Also, quick one. This is I had to put this up real quick. The rushing difference, bro. Let me look at this. Baltimore had 229 rushing yards to Houston's 38. Not gonna be able to do it, man. And I'm proud of Houston for getting here, getting to this point. But moving forward, that run game is gonna have to be much more of a factor. 38 yards is not gonna get it done, especially when you're allowing 240 on the other side.
Yeah, 38 is crazy, but Lamar inflates that. Everybody ain't Lamar. But
take Lamar out of it, take Baltimore's 230 out of it. 38 yards for Houston is an abomination.
Yeah, I know that ain't ever gonna cut it. I'm just saying, it's a little everybody ain't Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caleb, how you feel about the season, man?
I feel great. I feel ecstatic. This just makes my Super Bowl 2025 future bet even better, man. Because if we made it this far with these guys, not saying we don't got good guys, we got some great guys, got some good character guys on the team. But coming into the summer, I think we got the most cap space in the NFL.
Yeah, if you're a receiver or anybody,
nice.
why wouldn't you want to go there?
A running back, a receiver, and a running back are very important for Houston. Because if we made Noah Brown look good, a guy who's been in the league for 6 seasons now, 6 years,
I think a little longer than that,
7 years maybe.
Yeah, Noah Brown,
right? Old. He has 3 or 4 100-yard games, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the future if that's what they plan on doing. I mean, we can get it done. I mean, obviously, CJ is a QB that can, he can deal it to anybody. Like he was making all the receivers look good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, can't run the ball, bro. If you can't run the ball in the playoffs, you're not going to win the game. That's just simple math. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody can't do that, bro. So when I seen that, CJ was, like they just forced him to throw the ball. Like you got to keep throwing the ball, because they were not getting a push up front. Like offensive line was getting punched in. Tight end not blocking. That's another thing that we need. We need to demote Dalton Schultz. Good catcher, but crucial drops in the clutch, and he was not blocking, bro. Went back, watched that whole thing over again. He missed so many blocks, and he was just getting punched in his mouth by Jadeveon Clowney. Cool,
Yeah.
Jadavion going up against his old team, got a little commotion going on with that. But at the end of the day, like, this the playoffs. Like, all the players paid the same in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody paid differently. You got to go out there and want this more for the organization and get to the next step. And like, if you can't make a block, you can't seal the edge. You can't, contain the DN, make sure he don't cut inside when everybody else got a hat on the hat. That's an issue, man. Like, those are crucial things that really hurt Houston and why they weren't able to move the ball.
Something else big I saw was the amount of penalties and how important home field advantage is in the regular season game.
Yeah. Them penalties, man. Like, how many false starts are we going to have?
A lot.
I got an all-pro left tackle, false start.
Shout out B-More for that one. The city stood up.
Rocking, dude. Like, but that just, discipline, man. Like, if you don't see the ball move, I'm an offensive lineman, bro. Like, I speak for all offensive linemen, bro. Like, if you can get in your stance and look down the line and see the ball move and snap your head back and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to do that as a professional. Like, if I was able to do that as a Division II college offensive lineman, like, you should be able to do that in the NFL with ease. Like, it should just be second nature at that point.
Yeah.
If I can't hear what's going on and I got the play, if I know the play and I know what's going on with the play and I know what I'm supposed to be reading and I know my assignment, hey, I can't hear nothing. I can't hear the snap count. I'm just like this, like a demon. I'm just down there looking at the ball, bro. Looking at the ball, set, ready to go. Like, that's simple, bro. Now, the delay of games, that's different. But the offensive line, that very disappointing. Defensive line, I can't say that I'm disappointed. It's more than what I expected from that defensive line. Because they got two really good edge rushers, but what I was preaching preseason, what I was preaching during the season is that the interior D-line is not very strong. Not very strong interior D-line, not very strong linebacking core, but they made it work this year.
Yeah.
But don't like that's the top three moves. We need a number 2 receiver if Nico is going to be established as number 1. Just because Tank Dell, we don't know what Tank Dell's future is looking like coming off a broken leg. You never know. Like, we hope the best for him. I definitely would like to see him thrive and succeed in Houston. Be like another, Will Fuller D-Hop type. You know what I mean? But
I say you'd rather have a break than a tear because
True.
Heal that joint.
True, but you never know, man. It's the NFL. It's the NFL. So, need a receiver, need interior defensive alignment, and we need a running back. Shout out to Dev Singletary, man. Not much was expected from him. He came in as RB2 behind Damian Pierce. Dude fell into the shadows. Fell into the shadow realm. He on the bench, riding pine, right? Ain't seen him no more that second half of the season after Singletary got going. So shout out to him because I've been watching him since he was at Buffalo. Like, I used to tell Chad, like, hey, bro, this is like my favorite, in the doghouse type of running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he don't get a lot of touches. The touches he do get, he try to, he run them hard. You know what I mean? He hit the hole. He make the tough catches. Whatever it is, I like Devin Singletary when I watch him play. You know what I mean? But I don't like him for like the future of a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, definitely need to go out there and grab a big name back. Like, it's a few big name backs that's going to be free agents, and coming up in the summer that we should put some money into them, because if we're gonna be getting to a wild card, if we're gonna be getting to a divisional round, like, we are going to need some people that know how to make plays out of the backfield in the interior defensive line out there on an island, with all pro corner.
I think run game, everything.
I was about to say, I got a couple names I'll throw out there real quick for you, CeeLo. Make you feel better going into the offseason. You got Tony Pollard coming up. He'll be a free agent. Off the top of my dome. Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
These guys will be available, man. So if Houston does have you said they got the most cap available.
They're gonna have the most cap available next year. Yeah.
I mean, you can always go to draft route, grab a young guy. Teams are making it work. You see what happened with Kansas City, grabbing Pacheco late, and now he's their feature back. So yeah, a lot of options at running back for you guys looking forward. But
last thing, so we can move on. The reason I'm saying that too, is because we don't know what the future looks like without Bobby Slowick, right? Because he's already, he's taking head coaching interviews, right? This
Mhm.
is his first year. Like this is him and CJ's first year together, and look what they did. What does that look like with the next OC? You don't know, right? So if
Yeah.
you don't get the right OC in there, I definitely want to get a running back that I can hand the ball off to, maybe give it 50-50 so I don't have to put the ball in CJ hand as much as I did his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Let
Facts.
them actually get comfortable. Let the offensive line settle. Like, hey, we can run the ball. We don't have to rely on CJ. So, like, if you don't know what your future is looking like with your offensive coordinator that you got now, he's already taking head coaching jobs after his first year. You gotta, you gotta look into those places like, hey, I need a running back that I can, if we need to, we gonna hand this bitch off to him the whole series if we need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just don't got that with Devin Singletary, and they don't got that with Damian Pierce. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. He showed spurts, and whatever happened to him, I don't know if it was with injuries or whatever it is, but he just got outshined. I really don't even think he was supposed to be in the position that he was in anyway, but dealing with a bad team like Houston when they were, anybody could have shined in that spotlight.
What's good, JB? My boy in Cali.
What
Yeah,
up?
Cali with it.
What's good, JB Ski? I'm glad we're doing all this talk about running backs because in this next game, running backs was the featured players for both teams. We talking Green Bay, San Fran. Now, Aaron Jones led the league in rushing his last 4 weeks. He had a lot of nagging injuries. If you've been following football at all, he been on and off the field. He had I think he had 3 touchdowns or something the first game he played, and then he got injured that game. Then he comes back, and when he finally got his footing, he just explodes. Pause. But I say that to say, on the other side, CMC, who was in the MVP conversation, was their most valuable player that day, other than the San Fran defense. He did everything just about other than play defense, play linebacker. So, because Brock Purdy didn't play his best game. So I say that to say, I want to hear y'all thoughts and reactions to the way this game played out. We know the Packers was a hot team. We know San Fran was the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah. I mean, well, we seen this story all year long, bro. And I said it earlier in the year when I was kind of hating on Purdy. And it's that if you take one cog out of that wheel, bro, a Debo, an IU, a McCaffrey, or a Kittle, you take them out the equation, and San Fran all of a sudden looks normal. They don't look like the wagon that they were at points in this year. And Debo got hurt early in that game, and it hurt them tremendously. And San Fran looked real himmable. They looked like you could put hands on them because they didn't have Debo out there as an option for Purdy. Brock Purdy we know what he is. He's a limited guy at this point. He's by far probably the worst quarterback left, but he's probably surrounded by the heaviest amount of talent in the playoff. So going forward, he's going to need Debo healthy. In that game, let's stick on this game specifically. I just think the Packers came to play. I like their offense and defensive scheme, honestly.
LaFleur called a hell of a game, bro.
Yeah,
this is probably one of the top 5 defenses in the league. He called a hell of a game. And before you could go too far on Purdy, when they had to have it, when they had to have it that last drive, he did get it done.
Yes, he did.
He got him. I know Christian McCaffrey finished it off, but he scrambled for a big first down. He had a couple big throws when they needed it. We know he don't got to play at an MVP level. He just got to play just good enough. And he do a better job of that than Jimmy Garoppolo ever did.
He does. I agree with that. But
go ahead.
I mean, what I was gonna say next is like San Fran. Another issue I noticed. This could just be a testament to Green Bay and their offensive line and LaFleur's play calling that keeps D-line and blitzers off of his quarterback. But San Fran is not getting pressure like they once were. Chase Young is not having that effect that I thought he would when he first got there. I just see Jordan Love had all day, and he was kind of picking them apart at spots in that game. And it's like if San Fran not getting to Jared Goff going forward, there's a chance that the Detroit Lions are a live dog to get to the Super Bowl, bro. So San Fran has some issues internally that they got to figure out. Just to put a bow on this game, it was a good game. Packers, a great story. I think they found their guy. He went out with a blaze of glory, just like Brett Favre. And I think they'll be straight going forward. But yeah, San Fran, my closing thoughts leaving this game is that San Fran is not untouchable as I thought they were.
Well, they lost games. We seen how they were in losses, and we seen how they was in wins, right? And
what games did they lose though? And those are all when one of those pieces were hurt. Besides the one game against Baltimore.
I mean, it's
that's the only game they was healthy.
Bengals, is Baltimore, is Rams. Like these is teams, and these was all like playoff teams or playoff caliber teams. I know Cincinnati lost Joe Burrow, but
Vikings,
yeah, Vikings too. But again, they that's when they still had Kirk. So we talking about a team, bro, where
Kirk got hurt in that game, didn't he?
No, he got hurt the next week.
Next week, okay.
But I say that to say Jordan Love went out playing the way he been playing all year. He's gonna throw the ball, he's gonna throw it off the back foot, he's gonna scramble out, he's gonna force the ball down the field because he trusts his arm. Don't got a problem with that. My thing is where I've been seeing across social media and out in public when I'm just out and we talking football. People say, "Oh, the Packers should have won." Da 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 da. But again, the Packers was one of the hottest teams in football with a live running game. We just talked about how important a running game is. And their defense was playing well. Like them young DBs and them receivers is dynamic. Nobody's a star as far as receivers, so they selfless and they block. Like all of these things is what wins games. Yep. So it wasn't like the Packers was just this woe-is team. It wasn't like you just drugged the Raiders into the playoffs or something like that. Like you drugged like what was like Atlanta, like any of these bad teams, like you took Carolina, no shade to JB, and just threw them in there. This was a good team. This is a team that beat Detroit on their home field on Thanksgiving handily. And Detroit is, we talking about Detroit going to the Super Bowl. So I'm like, let's not downplay the Packers to try and knock the 49ers down a peg. This was a good team.
Yeah,
and that's all I got to say on this game before we go into predictions.
No, go ahead and touch it, CeeLo, because I got more to say. We'll come back.
I mean, I ain't really got too much to say about the game. I kind of predicted it go exactly how it was gonna go. Right, I said the only way Green Bay could win this game is if they made big plays. Almost won them the game making big plays, right? But what I also said is that historically, Green Bay does not beat the Niners in the playoffs. And we seen why, you know what I mean? Like, it literally came down to the last possession for the Niners to, take care of business for Green Bay. And then it took Green Bay, they would have had to make another big play to what? Tie it or take the lead and win the game.
Yeah.
So it went exactly how I predicted it was gonna go. Did I see, the turnover happen? Did I see, only 40 something points being on the board? No. I kind of expected, a few more touchdowns, a few more turnovers, but like it was a pretty clean game for the most part. And
that's a fact, JB. He went out like he came in.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. So it ain't really. I ain't no Green Bay fan. I ain't finna harp on them like that, because they go up against my other guys 2 times a year. So, yeah, I ain't really expect Green Bay to make that kind of run. And I certainly ain't expect them, to be banging it with the 49ers in the offs. But hey, teach his own, bro. So they're gonna be a scary team for the future if they also playing like that as well. Like we thought Green Bay was gonna have kind of a turnover year where they wasn't gonna be as great. But hey, Jordan Love. Well, not you, me.
Your man's.
Jordan Love was your man's. Look, I called you out when he's bad. Hey, I'm gonna call you back when he good. Like you've been playing good, bro. Now, so shout out to the Pack. You know, they had the crib getting ready to pack and go
was
to
there when they
Cancun
was
now.
like, it's only one game. It's only one game.
Facts.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna touch on the Niners again. I'll wait till the preview segment to go into what I was gonna say. It's about Kyle Shanahan. Just don't let me forget that. Anyway, next game, what we had?
Next game,
Tampa.
We got Tampa
Detroit
and
Tampa v. Detroit.
Detroit. Don't blame. Yeah, bro. You got Detroit, Tampa, dog.
Yeah.
Now, the scary thing about Detroit was they giving up all these yards to receivers and quarterbacks. Is they gonna be able to stop anybody? Tampa was flexing, but we know the Eagles was kind of on their last. They had one wing flapping, so they just put them out their misery. I think Tampa played a good game until Baker did Baker things. In the end, you gotta take the good with the bad, bro.
Yes, you do.
You gotta take the good with the bad.
I ain't gonna put that on Baker. Every time I put that on Baker, bro.
I ain't gonna put it on Baker. The first one was Mike Evans' fault, but like he like prone to it, bro. He like the North Pole. Like turnovers just happen. It ain't always his fault. They're not all made the same, bro, but they happen. Yeah. A part of that is Mike Evans. So Mike Evans should have an interception. Baker should have an interception at the end of the game. But I say that to say Detroit showed up ready to play. They looked well coached. They executed. They got a rush on against this where we ain't really see a rush from them. Aiden Hutchinson got like 8 sacks to end the year off. He looking great.
Yeah.
It looked like CJ breathed some life into this defense. And yeah, man, overall solid performance. Detroit got stops when they needed them again. Clutch stops. And they got touchdowns and scores when they needed them again. And Laporta, again, that safety blanket. Gibbs, like they showing up. This is very un-Detroit. It's like the tide is turned. It's very un-Detroit things that they do. We've seen a lot of Detroit things over the years. They like doing the exact opposite of that. They getting it done when it's needed most.
Yeah, facts. The old Detroit would have found a way to lose that game. That 2-point conversion that Mike Evans didn't drop, but he kind of got interfered with that they didn't get at the end of the game. The old Detroit, he's banging on somebody, and then they're coming down and they're scoring and they're winning the game by 1 with an extra point because they would have been in a 6-point deficit. But brand new Lions here. Let me just start with my rookie of the year prediction. Jahmyr Gibbs. He's not gonna win it. It's cool. It's gonna go to a Q, as it should. CJ deserves it. But Jahmyr, man, he's been that X factor, that game changer that Detroit was missing, that they needed. In this game, he was incredible. Receiving, running, however you want it, setting the tone, changing momentum, snatching it back. Jahmyr was that guy for Detroit, bro. And I also got to take my hat off to little Gerald Goof, because bro's playing good enough ball to win tough games, to win close games. I'm not going to say good enough ball to win a Super Bowl, because we saw in that game there was a couple plays where he should have threw picks. He throwing it right to defenders, doing the same stuff that Jared Goff always done, and that has always gave me a little bit of pause before I deem him a great quarterback. Now, if you look at the stats or the box score, it's like, yeah, Jared Goff is a great quarterback. But when you watch him play, you see those decisions, and they haven't come to bite him yet. I heard a very insane stat. So through the playoff game so far, no quarterback that has thrown an interception has won a playoff game so far.
Interesting.
So every single playoff win came from a quarterback playing clean football. Now, I think that might change a little bit going forward, but we're not in the preview yet. We're still talking about the Bucs. So I'll get to that later. But yeah, I mean, Detroit's defense stood up when they needed to. It wasn't great, but it was good enough to get the job done. So shout out Detroit, man, going to the NFC Championship. What is going on, bro?
Right.
It's
Crazy.
like
Crazy. Who going? You going, Melly? Or you want me to go?
That's how you see, though.
Right. Because I'm a little disappointed, right? This is where I'm thinking a lot of things are scripted. Because towards the end of that game, you see they were taking a knee. They had like 30-something seconds left. It was a 3rd and 12. right? They had 37 seconds left. He had one more timeout. Why not take your timeout right there? And get
No,
the ball
they didn't
back?
have it. They didn't have it. I think
They
that was
didn't
messed
have
up on
it?
the broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe so. Whatever. I don't care. Take it anyway.
Yeah,
I'm just seeing that, right? You know,
Yeah.
okay, well, that's on the TV then.
I
But
was
hey,
hearing a lot about that too.
here's where I'm upset with the Bucks. Right, I'm only upset with them because this was an insurance policy, right? Because of my futures bets, right? My future bets, y'all know I got Detroit, Baltimore, Super Bowl. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm only upset because I just like good football being played, and they panicked, bro. They panicked at the wrong time. They still had a lot of time when they panicked. And the Bucks hit that panic button, and they went out. They made some plays. They made a big play with Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? Jump ball, end zone, touchdown. Bring it back to one possession when they were down 2 touchdowns. But they stopped running the ball, bro. They were gassing them for a second. They stopped running the ball, and when you stop running the ball, that's panicking to me because you're like, okay, I can't afford to put the ball on the ground because it's not making big plays, but it is making big plays. It's making big chunk plays. It's making 10, 11, 12, 13, 15-yard run plays. Like, we need those, right? So that's where I'm disappointed, and I'm watching a football game and I'm just like, damn, like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like,
bro, that was the best I seen Rachaad White look running the ball all year long. Like, we know him as a great pass catching back, but running the ball in between the tackles, that's the best Rachaad has ever looked.
That's what I'm saying.
That's an issue.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's where I'm like,
that's something I want to highlight.
I love good football. I love to see the Lions win, but like, come on, bro. Keep running the ball when you got him right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got them boys right there. Like, they not a great run stopping team. Like, they've shown spurts where they can stop the run, but like, obviously it wasn't that day. You know what I mean? Like, keep running the ball, bro. Keep running the ball. So they panicked and they lost that one. I really don't even think they were supposed to be there anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the teams where I'm like, okay, like, you guys got lucky. You came out of the South. Wasn't really that. It was competitive for them. But for other teams that went up against the South, like, they were beating on the NFC South this year. So I really don't even think they were supposed to be in that game anyway. But shout out to Detroit. Shout out to that offensive line. They opening them holes up. You know what I'm saying? Gibbs had a big run. You know what I mean? Monty had an okay day. But, they brought in Craig Reynolds of all people.
That's crazy.
Plus 1,800 on the sports books for an anytime touchdown, which is dumb high for anytime. That means you got to click on the bet. You got to scroll all the way down there to the bottom of the list.
All the way to the bottom.
And you can hit his anytime for plus 1,800. And it's first. And he wasn't the first touchdown scorer, or was he? Was he?
No,
he wasn't the first touchdown scorer. But anyway, like, that's come on, man. That's crazy odds, bro. And you got to think about it. It's like, why are they bringing Craig in at this time?
For the Bucks.
Come on, bro.
Because everybody had Montgomery anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, everybody been running that Gibbs Monty back to back. Everybody been running that. Gibbs 50, Monty 50, anytime.
Yep. And then shout out to Josh Reynolds too. He made some big catches.
Yeah, he was good.
He had the first TD of the game. I remember that now. He had the first TD. Shout out to Porter.
He just be spawning.
He about to be the best tight end in the league. You know what I mean? I still think Kittle got, like 1 or 2 more years where he gonna be up there. I don't know about Kelsey, man. I think we seeing the dying.
Bro, he ready to go on tour. He ready to go on tour, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy wasn't ready for tour on Sunday. That boy was playing elite ball.
Yeah, he was. He was looking like what he's supposed to be in all season.
Yeah. But fantasy football was over.
What up, Michael?
It's crazy.
What's up, Mike?
It's good, man.
It's crazy.
I fucked up some Chipotle. It was good.
What you put on the bowl, bro? Okay, so when I'm at Chipotle, I keep it simple. We go white rice, chicken, no beans. I don't need no beans, bro. White rice, chicken. Give me the pico, the cheese, the guac. That's it. We out of there.
Guac is crazy.
What you put on the bowl, bro?
I got the bowl, man. I got the brown rice, man, the healthier option. I know
it ain't. But
real naysayer.
Okay,
go ahead.
Fuck you, nigga. I got the brown rice, man, and I ain't no going with the barbacoa, nigga. Something a little bit different, a little
something that's hitting.
something that's foreign, a little barbacoa. Then I don't do beans.
Nope.
No beans for me. And I'm good off the beans. Then I go with the mild. Then I go with the hot. Then I go with the pico. Then I go with the fajita peppers. Then I go with the queso. Then you got to add cheese on top of the queso.
Yeah.
And I was good with that. Then I got some chips, and I ate that. And I feel a little bit lightheaded, but we here now, nigga.
Cuz guts gonna be banging in the next 30 minutes.
We here now, cuz.
Hey, you in it now.
You in it. I made it. So, man, what's the word?
Mike. We talking Lions Bucks review. Tell me what you saw in that game, bro.
Oh, my nigga Baker did what I thought he was gonna do.
No, man.
Hey,
Baker almost threw a phone on it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Like
I said, bro, even though Mike Evans had 2/3 of them yards, my nigga, he did what everybody thought Baker was gonna do. He was torching them niggas, bro. Like defense is sus. Cam Sutton, I hope they don't pick on him this week. I got a feeling that they will. But he's a loose cannon out there, so they going at him. But other than that, though, like Gibbs is coming into his own, as we already seen. He's a dog ass back. Bonte losing reps to Craig Reynolds. I don't, as much as people thought that was confusing, I didn't think it was confusing only because of what Craig Reynolds did when they played Tampa Bay the first time.
I'm not trying to hear it.
Shouldn't matter. It's the
I'm giving Cuz the benefit of the doubt, bro.
Playoffs, bro. That narrative shit don't matter.
He just got thrown in there.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie though. Hey, when he came in the game, he got the easiest. Like the hole was open.
Yeah,
everybody
else
line.
The O-line scored that tutty.
When Monty, bro, he be getting banged on. When Monty get in there, he getting whooped on. Cuz walk right in the end zone. So
Monty got to earn his.
He got to earn his every time. So Craig getting his. But other than that, though, man, I'm just happy for like Detroit being here in the state right now with them boys winning. Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Like being here in Detroit actually good. Yeah. Like the energy around town is crazy.
Yeah, Michigan economy booming right now.
Booming. Like, if you
so many casuals, bro. You see the Lions?
Look, you ain't see the Lions the last 5 years.
Exactly.
About the Lions. I want to hear shit about the Lions.
Look, man, like if you own a bar, bro, like you stocked. You going crazy right now. So again, man, it's just a beautiful thing to see. As far as the Bucks, I really think going forward, man, the Bucks are. I don't see anybody in the NFC South beating them boys if they keep doing what they do.
The Falcons?
That's not even. All right,
I'm sorry, bro. The Falcons.
We got to
hey, if you still got Desmond Ridder at quarterback, hey, so you a bitch.
I never liked him.
Yeah, but if Bill in his ear, he might move differently.
He
might protect that pill a little bit better if Bill whispering in his ear.
Baker,
Mac Jones. Did I see Mac Jones this year?
That's different.
Exactly.
Look, all right, let me give
Baker a 2-year contract. Man, give him 2 years, $40 million. Let him spend. You good. But shout out Detroit. He man. Shout out my nigga Rashad White.
Rashad hitting the blade dance was crazy, bro.
Rashad White, bro.
He put a target on his melon. He ain't even
the whole. They in the comments still spamming them right now to this day. They still going.
As they should.
4 days ago.
Stop playing with Detroit, bro. Every time somebody play in Detroit face, something happen. You remember when Gil said something about Detroit?
Right. Bro, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
They in there arguing with Will Ghostin. Like he not from Detroit. Right. Niggas there like, man, you know who taught him that dumbass shit?
You scored, bro. Do the dance.
Man, you know he taught that nigga that shit too, bro. School, you got to do it in Detroit, bro. You at the crib.
Yeah, facts.
Whoop that nigga ass, bro. That shit crazy. But other than that, man, good game, Detroit. Good game, Detroit.
Yeah, bro. Let's get back to the game. It ain't the game, but it's what rendition we on? What episode we on of this shit? So I've been watching 3.
Yeah.
So what game? What you talking about?
Bills Chiefs.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Part 3. Part 3. We know what happened. The Bills be He-Man, Billy Badass in the regular season. Then Patrick Mahomes come in and but
sat down.
Anywho, bro. Chiefs Bills. Now, this is probably the cleanest I've seen Josh Allen play for
take the
3
lead
quarters.
on this, man. I need to take the lead
For
on
3 quarters, I just got to get the intro out.
Go ahead, get it
and then
off,
I'm gonna let y'all niggas go.
And
You
then
can go
Cook.
first because you kind of horny to go.
That's why
Yeah, go ahead,
niggas
Cook.
with no structure. Bitch.
Damn, bro. Go ahead, get it off.
We
'cause
got
y'all know how-
structure, nigga. We
you know
got
how I feel
structure.
about that nigga, man.
Look,
Go
nigga,
ahead.
we got
man.
structure. You can get your feelings after the structure is gone. This is
Structure
routine.
is-
This is
Let it go,
routine.
Caleb.
Just in case, for niggas that ain't here, we got a routine. He get an intro. This nigga up here get an intro, and then we drop our feelings into it. All right, that's the structure. No, all right,
Damn.
let's go.
Man, bro, so this is the third rendition. This is the cleanest 3 quarters of football I've seen Josh Allen play. Against him in the postseason. The playoffs, the regular season is a whole different thing. This is the postseason I'm talking about. So they come in the game, they got a good game plan. They're playing keep away from the Chiefs. Both offenses is clicking, but the Chiefs defense is not looking like the Chiefs defense we've seen all year long. Obvious. Bills moving the ball, they running the ball quite easily. Something we haven't seen them have. Josh Allen not turning it over. Where the tide turns is they try and go for a field goal on their own side, which it's going to get forgotten about in history. But I'm not going to forget about it. Chiefs then, touchback. We know Mecole Hardman hadn't got the ball. Shouldn't have had the ball anywho. Shouldn't have got the ball anyways, because why ain't Pacheco touching it? Why ain't Kelsey touching it again? Even fucking Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Anybody but Mecole who hadn't carried the ball the whole drive. But still, let's get on to this next part of this shit. On that last drive, bro, when Josh Allen get it, he almost threw a pick to McDuffie.
Yep.
And then he fumbles. They get lucky again. The ball bounces their way. What you think? Oh, the football guy's probably gonna give him this one. No. They get down to probably about, I think it's the 40, 50-ish. I have to watch it again. We see the Stephon Diggs streaking on the drag, the crosser, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Bucket naked. Could have got him a little closer for the kicker. Even if you don't get it, I understand the touchdown is there, but we've seen this story before. You leave Patrick Mahomes too much time on the clock, he's gonna come back and cut your throat. So this is where I'm not letting Josh Allen off the hook, and this is where all of that three quarters of good football get erased. It get erased, bro. You don't get no credit for halfway doing your homework. You don't get no credit for halfway taking a test. You don't get no credit for halfway doing your job. So all of that good shit you did, it don't matter. Empty calories.
You a bitch.
Now, Mike.
He a bitch. I've been telling niggas this shit from day one, bro. Niggas thought I was sweet, bro. This nigga's Phillip Rivers. And now I know how niggas watching the pod, bro. Because ever since I said that shit, niggas around me in these squares, yo, that nigga not Phillip. No. Not a nigga Phillip, nigga. Because what happened with Phillip? That nigga ran into Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and never got over the hump. This nigga running to Patrick Mahomes and it's gonna be Lamar Jackson.
Joe Burrow.
And he
put him out last year.
He never finna get over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for him, man, only because, to your point, you made a great piece. He played his ass off, and I told you that in the group chat. He played his ass off. That nigga's running the ball. This nigga it was a pass play. He scrambled, and he lateraled it back. Like, out of his mind, he's doing things that, again, only Josh Allen can do. But, just like I said, down the stretch, that hero mentality, and the reason he has 85 interceptions in a season is the reason why they lost that game. Because the pass he threw to Shakur, now if that was a touchdown, he'd be a hero. But besides that point, just like you said, Melvin, we've seen Patrick Mahomes in previous games with 13 seconds on the clock take his team down the field and score. So what Buffalo decided to do was, mind you, them niggas got the ball with like 6 minutes on the clock left and drained it.
It was a 16-play drive.
Come on, bro. They drained it, bro. So why are you forcing the ball downfield if the goal is to drain the clock? So that 2nd and 9 play when there was a drag to Diggs,
Again, he gets the ball, he catch it in bounds. Now the clock rolling. Now at this point, you don't have to roll out, throw it deep. We're not even talking about field goal at this point because now the play calling changes. You hit a drag route, he get 5, maybe he gets 6, maybe he get 10. It's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. The play calling change.
Yep.
We done seen everybody do a touch push. He getting the shit. Do a touch push.
He didn't even need it. He was getting in at will, bro. When they got within the 5, within the 3, he's getting in at will.
So
Where might go.
This has always been my issue with him because he's a great quarterback. You said I'm done.
No.
They trying to kill me.
No, you cut out.
I'm back.
You back?
I'm back, nigga. See that nigga Josh on the stream, nigga. He on the stream. Look, I always thought he was a great quarterback. He gonna forever be a great quarterback. My issue with him is when it's on the line. Difference between Pat, Joe, and him is that nigga the decision making. Is he gonna forever play hero ball? And that's what it's gonna be like. And Stephon Diggs, that nigga, yeah, bro.
He just played his last game
I'm
as a Bill.
disappointed in that man right there.
Yeah.
He definitely did because Gabe Davis would have caught that bitch and damn near scored. So I'm sorry, but at this point, like, Stephon Diggs been crying all year, nigga, about how niggas need to be this and be elite, and we done seen this shit happen early in the year, bro. Like, what the fuck? That bitch hit you in the hands, nigga. Come on, man. We done seen this nigga stand outside and watch them niggas get to the next round for 4 years straight, nigga, hands on hips. And you get a chance to change that narrative, nigga.
Yeah.
At this point, I really think you like taking that picture.
He let JJ steal his whole flow.
I think he like taking that picture, nigga. I think he do. Because it's a reason, nigga, he keep doing that dumbass shit every year, bro. Because why did you drop that ball?
He inadvertently cursed himself. But I'm gonna open up the floor to somebody else. Chad CeeLo.
I mean, I'll make this concise. 3 points from this game that I want to point out. First is I'll go explosive plays first. The Bills had explosive plays are plays 20 yards or longer. The Bills had a total of 0, not 1. Kansas City had 8. And all 8 of Kansas City's explosive plays, except for 1, came on 1st or 2nd down. Now, if you notice, on 1st and 2nd down, that's when the Bills were more liable to play man. But since the Bills have so many injuries that they're fighting through, they don't have the horses. So when they went zone, that's when Mahomes was picking them apart on 3rd down. Sometimes on 2nd down, they'll hop in zone. If you look at Travis Kelce's touchdown on that corner route, he's absolutely naked by himself because they messed up the zone rules. You know what I mean? The first time they played in the regular season, the Bills ran way more man, and they came out on top. They were successful. But through attrition and players getting hurt, you know what I mean? They didn't have the ability to run as much man, so that hurt them. Second point I want to make was let's go to the box here for a second, because after Kansas City's first 2 drives, field goal, peep this. They went touchdown, 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 touchdown. Come on, bro. At some point, Sean McDermott has to stop pointing the finger at his coordinators and get a stop, dude. He's got to get a stop. That the Chiefs hit this point in the game. It was really one in the second and the third quarter put together. The Chiefs became untouchable to the Bills defense, and they couldn't do nothing with them. It's just Mahomes in the playoffs, bro. He lives for these moments. He thrives in these moments. And the last point I'm going to make is there's a guy on the Chiefs who don't get enough credit, and that's Spagnuolo, bro. Because Spags, their DC, absolutely shut the Bills down in the second half. I just had it. Peep this. It's on the same thing. The Bills in the second half,
bitches,
they go touchdown the first drive, 15-play, long drive. This is when they were, putting 6 linemen on the field and they're pounding the pill, right? After that, 4 plays, turnover on downs. That's the DeMar Hamlin fake punt. 3 plays, punt, -2 yards total. And then they go 16 plays for 54 yards and they missed the field goal. Spags absolutely shut them down in the second half when it mattered. Clutch moments, crunch time moments. Mahomes is going to show up in those moments. We know Andy Reid's going to show up in those moments. And historically, Josh Allen and the Bills have not. And once again, we are here with Mahomes in his 6th straight AFC chip. Talk to me, Caleb.
I don't got much to say. I just wanted to know, like, what was practice like that past week? Rehearsing that fake punt with DeMar.
We're going to get you comeback player of the year right here, buddy.
No, they ain't rehearsed that bitch. Them niggas in that bitch like, hey.
No,
they rehearsed that.
They rehearsed that.
And the NFL Films came up there and said, "Hey, I got something for y'all."
We got stories. We got to look. We got to
look. If we get this, you've made history,
nigga.
you made history.
You the first nigga.
It would have been a huge momentum swing, bro. Like if DeMar Hamlin converts that 4th down, think about what
that crowd go crazy.
If DeMar Hamlin get the first down, nigga, we seeing that motherfucker on in the field
that's gonna be on all year.
We see him finals. We see him obviously Taylor Swift, nigga. He gonna
Taylor Swift is and DeMar Hamlin is the same person to the NFL.
The same nigga to me. Because I'm sorry, because I would have if he. Let that nigga score. I mean, not score, but I get a decent run off that shit. Hit up.
We would have seen that shit through the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup, baseball season, all the way back up to football season again. Man. Like,
and this,
you know what? The narrative was gonna be DeMar Hamlin beat Patrick Mahomes, nigga. It would have said shit about. It'd have been like DeMar Hamlin beat Patrick Mahomes. He did that.
Yeah, and I want to be clear, bro. This no hate or shade towards him. We said it already. It's just the overexposure that the NFL is trying to like pimp them out for money is where it get too much overexposure. So, with that being said,
yeah,
we in the prediction portion of the show.
Hey, let me hit it real quick.
Let me up the
because look,
we had structure.
You can't beat Mahomes. Look, you ain't gonna beat Mahomes.
It ain't no intro
in prime time, bro. You can't beat Mahomes in prime time. So whatever Josh Allen, whatever y'all had to say about him, that shit was raps. Look, we all predicted it. That's why we went 4-0 because we already know. Well, I don't know about except we went 3-0. That nigga 0-1 down there in the corner. Because bro.
Mike's not 0-1. Mike said he got the Packers. He said he got the Bills. He said he got the Bucks.
Yeah, he was talking weight about Jordan Love.
And he said the Texans was beating. And he said the Texans was beating Baltimore.
So he 0-4? Damn. I'm 2-2. I own up to mine. I'm 2-2.
I took Green Bay, and Green Bay almost pulled that shit the fuck off. But
almost don't count. Almost don't count the book.
Almost don't count. You right. Almost don't count. I took Jalen. Even though a nigga hate that nigga guts, I took him.
I don't know why you did that. If you hate him so much, why would you?
I gave him an opportunity to prove me right, bro.
Bro, you was talking so greasy about how bad Jalen was in the preseason when we all beat the Bills to win the East.
Sorry, bro.
And when it comes down to it,
and they did.
I had to rely on that nigga.
Josh.
Argue me down about the Jets saying the Jets was gonna be better than Josh Allen this year.
I don't nigga. Them niggas won the first game, nigga. So I look like a genius.
But we said it was gonna win.
Do you look like a genius today?
We just picked the wrong game.
It's all good, man. Fuck that nigga. He had the crib just like I am. Shit.
Prediction power hour.
Hey,
needless to say, look.
Last thing. Oh, go ahead, Caleb.
Go ahead.
Because I don't have a point about that game. I had a random point.
Oh,
so if you was gonna stay on that game. All right. No. Last thing I just wanted to say real quick was how nice was that 6:00 starting time?
Oh,
us being on Eastern time zone. The game being over by like 10:00. Yeah, that was best. And we get that next week too.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to the league for being conscious of us Eastern time zoners.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a good 6:00 matchup. This is right here.
I got the spreads up right now. I'm ready whenever you are, Melly.
We got MLK.
Yeah, let me know the spreads. First game we got up is
MLK versus Malcolm X.
3:00. The Baltimore battle, nigga.
We got MLK, Kansas City, my boy, my homie, against Baltimore, Malcolm X, aka Lamar Jackson. The spread is Baltimore -3.5. Go ahead, Melly.
We got He Black versus He Too Black at quarterback. So With
No
that being
black.
said, bro, the way Baltimore is playing and the way they ran the ball, the Chiefs, in many ways, they look like their defense was impenetrable at moments. But we see if you get the run game going on them, you at a team, you got them at their will. But the adjustments that they made in the Bills game kind of shake me off that. But Lamar is a better athlete than Josh Allen, so I feel like if he want to really break this game open, he could expose them. The Chiefs like to run a lot of man, and they're gonna have to run zone if you want to play Lamar, or else he gonna have 200 on the yard. He gonna have 200 yards his damn self on the ground.
Yeah.
So
unless you're heating them up while you're running, man, if you're running man, you got to be sending blitzes, or else you're cooked. Lamar's running for 250 yards.
Well,
this is why I'm taking the
dude that had
Ravens.
to spy Josh last week, he got hurt. I forgot his name. He ended up getting hurt last game.
What's
Don't
he,
matter.
Jay?
But here. This is why the Ravens is gonna win this game, right? We always talk about it. Defense, quarterback, program. It's just the Ravens' time right now. They got everything. I know they had injuries, but right now Lamar is healthy. The defense is balling. I feel like they're gonna get physical with Travis Kelce. They're gonna get physical with Rice, and Lamar is on a crash course to the Super Bowl, bruh. And this is where we're not gonna see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl this year. We're gonna see Baltimore in that bit because Lamar gonna get the MVP and he's gonna be in that Super Bowl. I don't know who it's gonna be against. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute, but hey, that's my pick. Lamar on top.
Go ahead, CeeLo.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, I mean, it ain't even. I got Lamar, so it's not prime time Mahomes. Mahomes kind of fold in them afternoon games, so. It ain't really too much to it, bro. That Baltimore defense is just that.
You the anti Kirk Cousins?
Man, bro. That Baltimore defense, man. That them boys be flying around, man. And they just in another. They like, okay, we just went against CJ Stroud. Now we got to go up against CJ Stroud, uncle and shit.
CJ Stroud, granddaddy.
They like, all right, we know what we got to do. They got vets. I don't know. Is Marlon Humphrey coming back this week? They got Marlon Humphrey probably coming back. They got Mark Andrews coming back. Like those are just two problems, right? On both sides of the ball. Like you got Marlon Humphreys, one of the best man cover corner. I think he is the best man coverage corner this year. I think it's between him or Jair Alexander.
One of them two, I believe.
Was Surtain?
Quietly, Justice Hill been balling too. I know it's been Gus Edwards and
hooping.
So yeah, bro. Like it's I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close, but like I don't know, bro. I think we're gonna see. I think Baltimore is the type of team that's gonna put Kansas City back in a place that we've seen them all season where they struggled to put up 20 points. So that's what I see, bro. And the only way they're gonna put up more points is if Mahomes just is the magician that we've seen. But he kind of went away. Like he took a break. He been on vacation. Like if he bring that magic man back into that backfield and that pocket presence, scrambling, doing, the crazy throws.
This got to be his best game.
Yeah, this has to be his best game. Like it cannot
best
be
game of the year.
Any mistakes?
Yes, it do, Chaz. It's got to be his.
I'm
best
saying
game
no. It don't have nothing to do with him. It's got to be these receivers' best games because he gonna do what he do regardless. These niggas
the margin of error, bro. The margin of error for not Cincinnati, the Kansas City to win this game or to come close to winning this game, like it cannot be any errors for them because that's how tight the Ravens is. Not on offense. I ain't gonna say they tight like that on offense, but on defense, them niggas is locked in, bro. Like them, they when Brian go in that dark mode, that's the Ravens defense right now, bro. I can't say that much about the offense. Yeah, Lamar looking good. Yeah, the offensive line looked look really good. Like running the ball, like they look like the Ravens that we used to seeing. Like they
look good,
pushing people, holes opening up. Like when they did that. Hate to go back to the game, but when they played Houston and they did that sprint out, bruh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just pin pull, bro. Like I'm thinking, like, damn, they finna get like I think they could have scored either way. Like if that was a run
Yeah.
or a pass, that's how wide open it was. Like them two groups right there, if that offensive line played like they did against Houston, against Kansas City, which is a way better defense than Houston, got way better talent on that defensive line and in that secondary. I think it's gonna be close.
It's going to be a Chris Jones game too.
It's gonna have to be,
Yeah.
bro. Like they just gonna everybody got to put it together. L'Jarius Sneed got to have a good game, right?
He been hooping.
L'Jarius Sneed got to have Justin Reed got to have a good game. You know what I mean? Bolton, but Bolton got to have a good game. Shit,
Duffy all
McDuffie.
Joe
McDuffie
Tranny got to show up.
George got to have a good game. Like they all got to have a good game, bro. In order that's
Magnola got to have a good game, nigga.
And I never pick against Patrick Mahomes.
I don't, bro. I don't. But
I
like
did.
that's what they're gonna have to do, bro. Because I
Fuck
just
dog,
like that defense, bro. That Ravens defense is just that much locked in than every other team that I've seen in the playoffs so far.
Yeah,
that
when I
nigga
look
little
at this
better.
this Ravens defense, it reminds me, I hate to say it, but it just reminds me of Michigan, bro. Like
It
have
is
to-
Michigan. What do
you have
mean?
to you have to play
there is.
just about perfect football because they're going to pinpoint your weakness and they're going to squeeze the life out of you and make you do what you don't do well. They're going to make you do it. And that's the thing about, I'm so glad Caleb brought up the point that that Kansas City went through a lull during the season and was struggling to score. And there's so many ways to look at this game narratively, but when you look at Kansas City, this is a 6-year story at this point, with it being Mahomes' 6th AFC chip. But at some point, it feels like there has to be a team of destiny that intervenes.
Mhm.
And it's like we saw it in Tom Brady's legacy. We've seen it in all dynasties. There's always a team that intervenes, and it just feels like it's the Ravens' year to do that, bro. It's the year of Harbaugh. And it's like, how can I fade Harbaugh right now? How can I fade Lamar? How can I fade this defense when they look like so much more of a complete team than Kansas City does? Now, on the other hand, it's like, okay, all that's good and cool, but how many times have we seen Mahomes come in a game with the 30th, 29th ranked defense in the NFL and go win Super Bowls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like Kansas City has always had flaws. They've never been a perfect team. And yet, when they're in these big games, there's something about that program that they know how to overcome in these big games. So it's tough to fade them. Right now, I'm not even betting this game. I'm about to enjoy it for the first time all year. Sit back and enjoy football.
This nigga's a
Because
liar.
I can't pick a side. Like
He's a liar.
I can't do that. No, I'm gonna play props. I'm gonna play total, all that type of stuff, fun stuff. But I'm not about to mess around with winner here, bro, because my head is telling me, yo, the Ravens check every single box that they need to check, to win this game. But my heart is telling me it's Patrick, bro. Like, you already know what he about to come do. He about
I
to
ain't
go win the
betting
Super
my
Bowl.
heart.
nigga.
He about to go win the Super Bowl. So, I'd love to see Lamar do it for the culture, bro. It's like Lamar got to get one at some point. What better year than now before Patrick goes and gets some weapons, before Devontae Adams come to Kansas City next year? You know what I mean? Like, this is the year for Lamar to get it
Nigga,
done.
what?
I said this back in the spring.
I'm
Lamar
rolling
just
with
got paid. It's time to get it done this year. I'm going to take the Ravens for the show's purposes. I'll take the Ravens to win, man. But I'm not betting that.
You try to sneak in Devontae.
I'm just saying, like, Kansas City not just going to sit here. They're not going to sit on their hands with this.
Yeah, they got to
receiving
get
core.
somebody.
They're going to make moves. So
get,
this is the time to get them right
Malik
now.
Neighbors. Wow, they're going to end up getting Malik Neighbors.
Facts.
Hell no.
They
Mike,
better
who
get
winning?
somebody.
They're not
winning,
drafting
Mike?
another rookie.
You know who winning, man? Them Baltimore boys, baby. Look, I'm
Let me
sorry,
flip. Let me flip. Hey, Mahomes.
Somebody got to take KC.
I'm sorry.
We
Yeah,
can't all
yeah.
take me, man.
Don't look,
Clip
bro.
it, clip it.
No, I'll take KC, bro. You know
Yeah.
what? Give me KC, bro. Give me
This
KC.
nigga talked all that damn shit.
Talk all that damn shit.
Give me
Look,
KC.
no.
I got KC, bro.
I'm
CeeLo,
doing-
mark it down. I know you not
Yeah,
going
I
to
remember.
I'm on KC, bro. I got KC.
Lamar gonna win because he gonna win for the culture. That's
What
why.
culture? Who's
The
culture?
black culture. Fuck is you talking
They
about?
both
Nation.
black.
You seen what I said in the group chat the other day? Lamar gonna be the best full black quarterback we've ever seen in this league. None
About to
against
get real
Mahomes.
colorist up here.
Not
Man.
none against Mahomes because he's a dog and he's gonna be probably the top black quarterback. But I'm saying full black quarterback. I mean, black mama, black daddy, all that. You know
We-
what I mean? He
Do
gonna
we
be.
even
He gonna
see
be
more
him.
daddy on here? Nigga, I see Pat Seeger though. I don't be
Samuel-
seeing Lamar.
Hey,
Samuel
and that's
Jackson,
probably why
nigga.
that's probably why he great.
Nick
'cause you don't
Fury.
They
see
both
him.
great.
But I'm telling y'all, and the reason I'm picking Baltimore minus 9.5, minus
I don't know
9.5,
about all
is because the worst thing that KC could have done was let Josh Allen do what he did last week and get off that first 3 quarters. It's over, bro. Like Josh Allen, the dog, but all that running shit, you know who do it the best. And Lamar is shifty and he nice. And if they get Mark Andrews back, that opens up Isaiah likely even more because everybody keying on him, right? And then besides that point, we done already told you because this is what everybody been talking about. Or Melvin, Zay Flowers versus Rasheed Rice. Now we finna show you why Zay Flowers is the best rookie receiver in this draft class. Odell might even score a touchdown. Odell even might fuck around and score a touchdown this
I already
Odell-
said Zay passed
Odell's
him
saving
up.
it for the Super Bowl.
Who's the
But
best?
I mean,
best
Rice still
rookie
been
wide
doing it
receiver
every
in
week,
this
bro.
class?
I'm saying.
Wait.
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
What'd you just say? Who
Who
is
you
the
talking
best rookie wide receiver in this class? Because he's not playing no more.
Puka Nacua.
Exactly. He's not playing no more. So drop all that shit. Jay cool, but he ain't the best. Hey,
The argument we had though was who was on first team. Who was your top rookies if you was doing first team and second team?
Right.
And I picked that
And
nigga
fitting
too.
them on the board.
He ain't on the board no more.
Who ain't on the board no more?
He ain't on the board.
You gotta have 2 receivers on your side. You can't play with one.
I got my 2.
Who your 2? Him and
Puka
Tank.
and Tank. Puka and Tank.
Damn, there
He
you
a
can't
whole
lose.
child ass.
Yeah.
You can't lose that shit.
Hey, you
But-
know what's crazy though? What this reminds me of real quick, let me interject, Mike, because I know you still got some more to say.
Shit.
I know you do, because I mean, you just took such a long lull. I had to pop in real quick. This reminds me of that Tampa Bay Super Bowl against Kansas City when Tampa Bay's defense was stacked and they was just able to get to Mahomes and kind of fluster him and close down all those windows. And that's even when he had Tyreek, bro. The Ravens are moving very similar to that defense. So that's why I'm leaning Baltimore here, is because of that defense. And I can see that game playing out the same way
Is
as
you
that
flipping
Tampa Bay
again?
Super Bowl.
Is you
Nah,
flipping
bro.
again?
Nah, bro. I'm
Oh.
not flipping.
I
just-
flipping
I didn't want to jinx it.
You
I didn't want
flipping
to
back.
jinx it because we all picked Baltimore. I didn't want to jinx it, give it the little pregame jinx. But you
Yeah,
know
I'm
where
sticking-
where my
I'll
heart is, bro.
I'm living and dying with my pick. Patrick Mahomes, my boy.
And I
Yeah.
love Patrick, man. He a dog ass quarterback. But at the
Ask
end
me
of
in
the
2
day,
days, I'm not gonna know who
Like
I
I
picked.
just like Lamar, just like you said earlier, bro. Like the narrative of Lamar all year. Teams publicly was like, we not going after him, and all of a sudden he like the MVP. If Lamar don't win this year, this shit rigged. This shit gotta be
Man,
rigged, bro. This
man,
shit gotta
look,
be rigged.
bro.
This shit scripted. So Lamar all the way, them boys minus 9.5 at the bank, and it's gonna get ugly. And I don't want to see no swag surfing
quarterback.
from nobody because they doing us a favor, just like you said earlier, bro. They force feeding us Taylor Swift, and as much as I enjoyed it the first 2-3 weeks, the last month has been irritating, bro. Because every time anything happened, the camera goes straight to her, and it's like she ain't even on the field, bro. Like
This is what I was thinking about, bro.
Kelsey scored a touchdown, and they hugging her like, "Fuck you, hugging her for?" Like
Look.
she ain't do shit.
This
Like,
the
what's
crazy.
going
This the
on?
crazy part about it. Is the viewership really going up that
Yes.
much?
Yes.
because she had the
Yes.
game.
Yes,
Yes.
bro. I ain't even gonna cap to you, bro. Like,
Swifties.
I think
They
I
just
had
wanna
told
see what
y'all,
she
bro, the
look
other
like
day.
now.
I think I
That
told
shit
y'all, bro, the other
crazy.
day, bro. I seen a Travis Kelsey custom jersey with 87 on the back, but it has Swift as a last name. Like they own that, bro. Like the Swifties is tapped in.
Like,
They're
Bundle of,
tapped in,
bundle
bro.
of sticks behavior.
Hey, you
it's
know
like
what's funny? Oh, go ahead, Caleb.
no, I was saying it's just like how we like are noticing a bunch of casuals coming out about like Detroit and watching Detroit. It's like a different, like that's
Different
a whole
breed.
different ballpark, nigga. They filling up
Yeah.
like the Swifties filling up a whole different stadium of
Man.
how many people tapping into football just because of Taylor Swift.
he
Like, it's
there.
crazy.
I shouldn't care about it, but that shit irked me so bad.
Bro, It irks me,
I
bro.
don't care.
And
It
the
don't
re-
bother me. But
the reason
after
it irks me,
Pacheco
bro,
meet a nigga
because-
at the cup and score.
The reason it
Pacheco-
irks us, bro, because they be
Bro.
so opinionated on like shit that we know about.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
like,
that's
I
why
already
it
know.
irked me, bro. Because I had a person really be like, we having a conversation, man. They talking about the game, and you can tell that like they weren't proficient in like football, but we arguing like they've been a life longer, and I'm just like, bro, this not even a conversation right now.
Yeah.
Then you gonna ask me like, what time the Chiefs game come on? Like, no, bro. Like, stop asking me to dumb out. Like, Google that shit, bro. Stop.
That's
Like, I'm not.
football
No,
to be
I've been doing
about
this shit.
football.
I've been doing this shit my whole life, man. Now we got
Yeah.
casuals like the video that we talked about earlier. That shit irritated me too, bro. Like, we got casuals doing stuff that casuals don't need to be doing. They need to enjoy the game. You don't need to have an opinion unless you a pro. If you wanna talk some shit, join the 111 ball club and come get whooped on.
It's just the shit that be. I know this bringing like the girls into it and it allow them to watch football because we care about the players, just the players on the field, and they be knowing about shit off the field. And
Yeah.
the disconnect with me is I really don't give a fuck what they do once they get off the field. I'll just watch these niggas for 4 quarters. I don't give a fuck that he got 2, 3 baby mamas. I don't give a fuck that they bought a house. I don't give a fuck about none. I really don't care. And that'd be the thing. That'd be the thing with me. People be getting like, how could you support so and so? He do this. How could you support someone? I don't even know that nigga did that shit.
Yeah.
I watch him one day a week,
Yeah.
twice maybe, sometimes.
Maybe.
Like that's what I said
I
on the
don't
last
care.
episode, bro. Like that's why I said like I hate when I find out I learned something about a player that I didn't like on the field, that I learned something about him off the field because like damn, all right, now I got a reason to like you. You know what I mean? I just hated you because of the sport, nigga. Like
Right.
that's it. That's it.
If you ain't retired or something, I don't really want to like. Hear shit.
Right.
I really don't
Like,
care.
but if you the NFL, you hoping that the Chiefs win because Super Bowl. Understand the storylines with the Super Bowl. You got the Chiefs, Travis Kelce, and all this other shit, and her at the Super Bowl. Are they gonna be the team of destiny? Like all other shit gonna be crazy, bro. Let them niggas get back to the Super Bowl. We just how you see a T Swift and Usher halftime performance, nigga. They might be like, bro,
They can't let T Swift get in on Black History Month. We got way off track. That was a good discussion, but we got one last prediction before we go off the rails again.
I
He's
forgot about that
smacking
game.
his
I ain't
lips,
even
but
gonna
you-
lie.
I don't want to predict it.
We ain't talking about it.
I'm scared to predict it. I want my. I'm scared to predict it.
So, as y'all know, I've been conflicted about this game.
No,
One of these teams is home, and the other team is the team that made me like watching football. So, Detroit, San Francisco. Detroit is America's sweetheart. It's the underdog story. It's the team that ain't been here 30 plus years, 60 plus years. You know what I'm saying? They got a quarterback that got shipped off to Garbage Island. You know what I'm saying? I ain't calling Detroit Garbage Island. I'm just saying they shipped him there to go.
It's crazy.
Go die. They shipped him. They shipped him to go with toys.
Everglades. Nigga.
They shipped him to the Shadow Realm. So this is what I'm saying, bro. Detroit gotta make it to the Super Bowl. Will I be mad if San Fran lose? Yes. Will I be happy if Detroit wins? Yes. Do I think Detroit is gonna win this game? Prediction wise, if I'm not betting with my heart, San Francisco wins this game.
Damn. Don't flip that nigga.
If I'm not betting with my heart and I'm just looking at it for what it is, the team's body of work, how they play, Detroit got bailed out by Tampa play calling last week because they was running the ball well. San Francisco runs the ball well. They play defense. What San Francisco wants to do, they got the front seven to stop Detroit's run game and cut off that play action. If they do have the front to Frank Ragnow got a little banged up. They right guard or left guard got banged up. So, and San Fran is solid in the middle still. Eric Armstead and Hargrave is still solid. And the backers, all pro linebackers, Greenlaw and Fred Warner.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
They weakest part is they DBs.
Mm-mm.
And if you cut off, we know where Jared Goff like to throw the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Where did Green Bay do all last week? Throw it outside the numbers. What happened when they threw it inside the numbers? They threw picks, or it was
He a young
incompletions.
nigga. That's why.
It ain't young nigga. This was where Jared Goff throws the best crosser, deep post, middle of the field, digs. That is where he thrives.
Play calling though.
That's the play calling, but that's been his throw since he got in the league. But I say that to say that they're gonna have to figure out and watch some Green Bay tape and try and mix some of that in. And Ben Johnson is a proficient play caller and play schemer.
And
so,
to your point about watching that Green Bay tape, Aaron Jones did have over 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah,
he did.
So Detroit can definitely run the ball. They can definitely.
But I never said they couldn't.
You said that.
I said they built
got the front seven to stop it.
They do have the front seven to stop it, nigga.
But if they couldn't stop Aaron Jones,
they
can't stop Aaron Jones.
Maybe slow it down.
What are you talking about Aaron Jones like he a bum?
Slow
that
down,
nigga went off these last couple
stop
weeks. Bro, I don't know if they can stop. I don't know if they can.
They can't stop it. They can slow it down. Caleb, tell this nigga Melly that Detroit has the best O-line in football right now. Like
I know that, nigga. Well, we all watching the
stop
game.
the
We
motherfuckers.
all watching your house
games,
games,
stop it, bro.
We gonna beat your ass, nigga. That's what we about to do.
Y'all want to argue? Y'all want to argue with me? Go ahead. It's my pick. It's my pick. It's my pick. It's my analysis. I gave you my analysis, my key points to why they're gonna win the game and how Detroit can win the game. I didn't get to there yet. These niggas want to argue me like, oh, no, Detroit got the best O-line in football. I never said they didn't, nigga.
Nah, you said they're not gonna be able to run the ball. Like San Fran is like that.
I didn't say they were be able to run the ball. I said they got the front seven to stop them.
They ain't finna stop shit. That's what
rewind the tape, man. Throw the flag. What's that progressive commercial? Throw the flag.
I said they got the front seven. I said they got the front seven to stop him. Then I talked about where Jared Goff wanted to throw the ball. He wanted to throw the ball in the middle of the field. That's where San Fran's strength is. It's not on the outside.
All right, go ahead, bro.
You heard what I said. I
Tell
said
me how the Lions want to win
this game. I said if they want to win this game, they're gonna have to do something similar. They're gonna have to run some zone scheme, some power scheme, mix it up, throw it outside the numbers, get some feed Amon-Ra, feed Laporta like you did. Because last game, who excelled in those games? The tight ends and they top receiver did. Get creative. Involve J-Mo. Threaten them. Run some zone. Keys to the game for Detroit if they want to win this game.
Lovely.
Make Purdy turn the ball over. You had the Packers had opportunities too, and they dropped them. Keys for Detroit.
All right, Mike.
Niggas ain't gonna argue me about Detroit keys to win. I think I know how these predictions about to go.
You know how they about to go, nigga. Fuck you. Look,
you know.
Damn, we'll never get emotional on this show, but damn,
look,
niggas, they feel about
all my thugs.
We don't give a fuck about none of them boys out west. I'm sorry. Them boys, they about to get whooped on. And I'm biased to the motherfucker this week. I ain't never been biased. But y'all in the way because contrary to your point, it was an Amon-Ra touchdown that he scored last week that was in the corner. Outside the numbers, right? It was outside the numbers, right?
It's a red zone play, yeah. He threw it outside the numbers.
Sorry, you said his best play is in the middle. And the reason his best play is in the middle because he got Amon-Ra, Tay Brown.
You think they get the ball down?
Sorry, he got Amon-Ra, Tay Brown, who gets open in the middle. Sorry. He's chewing y'all boys up. That's what's going to happen.
Don't argue with me. Make your point. Don't argue me. Don't argue me. Don't argue my point. Don't argue my point. This is not a debate show. This is not a debate show. Argue.
It's about to be in a second.
Look,
this is not a debate show.
This is the show.
Jared Goff has been minimal with the bullshit the past 2 weeks, bro. Ain't nobody scared of San Fran.
This the hardest I've seen niggas ride for Jared Goff all year.
Ain't nobody scared of fucking San Fran. Who the fuck?
You still arguing with me? Make your point. Make your point.
The point is, Jordan Love almost did what I thought he was gonna do.
He took his ass home, nigga. He took his ass home. You still talking about Jordan Love and other shit. Make your point. This ain't got shit to do with Jordan Love.
And Jared Goff got a chance to do what I think he gonna do, and that means he gonna take over the game. And that means I think Detroit gonna go in the candlestick and cut that motherfucker off. Nigga. That's what they
Good
about to
thing
do.
that bitch don't exist
they-
no more.
They finna cut their water off. That's about to happen. No,
The
I'm
water
sorry.
already cut off.
Levi Stadium. That's where they at. I'm sorry. They finna turn them niggas into some Jabot jeans.
That nigga
That's
gotta
what
go
about to
outside.
happen.
You gotta
They
go
finna-
outside.
He about to. He about to do his thug thizzle. He from out west. It's gonna be a homecoming from Jared Goff. We about to do it, baby. Come on, man. Fuck San Fran. Detroit all day. This what we on. I ain't even from Detroit. Nigga. We doing that shit, nigga.
I'm glad you made. I'm glad you argue my points instead of making your own points.
Fuck your points, nigga. Shit. I don't need points. I'm doing opposite.
Damn.
Whoa, set that nigga down, huh? Caleb, you want to go first, bro? Since you already got the +6 up there, +6.5.
Sure. Man, if you just look at the history, bro, it don't even got to do with playoffs, nothing like that, because Detroit only has so many times that they played in the playoffs, and who knows how many of those playoff games were against San Francisco.
I do.
All right, nigga.
We won two of
them. You already had your keys, bro.
We won two of them.
You ain't had no keys.
Cool. Look,
Nigga ain't drop a single key.
ain't dropped.
No lot, nigga. No
It's
keys.
cool.
Nigga.
Seeing as, bro, what was it, 2015? That was last time. Or when was the last time the Lions beat San Fran? I think it was 2015, wasn't it?
Couldn't tell you.
That was Jim Schwartz. That was Jim Schwartz. That defense beat San Fran. That was 2015. It took them 20 years to beat San Fran. I mean, just based off that alone, bro. That game from 2021, nobody remembers it because it was a loss, right? Detroit lost, but I remember it. They almost came back. They almost came back and beat them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think this is just a completely different team, bro. You got to be able to run the ball, of course. Like I said every time, because it's just so important to run the ball against a team like San Francisco. If you don't run the ball against them and Jared Goff has to put the ball in the air 50 times, I think that'd be pretty exciting to see, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because he got some receivers he can throw to. Like, them guys are fast. Like, he got some fast receivers. Like, you got J-Mo. You got Amon-Ra. You got Josh Reynolds, lanky ass. You got Khalif Raymond. They just signed Zach Ertz. You know what I mean? Like, we got Laporta, who is going to be questionable. That's why they probably signed Zach Ertz, because them other tight ends that's behind them ain't shit. So
Brock Wright, nice, bro. Brock Wright, nice.
Brock
He
Wright's
Slow
playing,
that
though.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, they got old boy in there. I don't even know cuz name. He a black tight end. I ain't seen a black tight end there since Ebron, for real. So,
Yeah.
I don't
Pedigree,
even know.
goddamn.
I was about to say Pettigrew.
So that's why I got Detroit 6.5 up there, bro. Because I feel like they can play with them. They will play with them. Like, it's just an emotional game, bro. Like, it's so emotional for them. Like, this is all emotions carried. They carrying. Damn, I done dropped the ring. Like, it's all emotions carried from years past, bro. Like, they ain't been to this point. So, like. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's why I said it last week. Like, it's only one way for them to go, and that's just to win. Like, they got to win. You know what I mean? And if they don't, then it's gonna be a close game. But like, I feel like they gotta put everything. Like, they're gonna have to, whatever. If they even plan the script for the Super Bowl, they're gonna have to play that. They're gonna have to use that script this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it don't matter. They gotta pull all the tricks out the bag, all the fourth downs. Like, they're gonna have to go for them. If they need to, you know what I'm saying? If I don't. What team has put San Fran away in the first half?
Baltimore.
Except for Baltimore, right? Like, they're gonna have to have that type of game to beat San Francisco.
They was even when they didn't have Debo, McCaffrey, it was still close games too. So the games right they lost.
But I'm saying though, like, nobody took control over San Fran like that the entire year except for Baltimore. Like, even the game, like, I'm just going to use the NFC North teams, for example. Even the Vikings game. Like, the Vikings didn't take control, until, like, minutes in the fourth quarter. They kind of had San Fran scrambling, trying to win that game, right? But, and we go the other NFC North team. They just played them in the playoffs. Whole different type of ball game we playing, though, from regular season to playoffs. Like I said, like all of these dudes getting paid the same amount of money for these playoff games. Like this is just to to get that trophy, to get that hardware, and say, hey, nigga, like we better than you for real. Like regular season, yeah, that's cool. Like we, people try to pass stats, people still trying to get reps, people still trying to get in shape. Like nigga, this the y'alls. You know what I'm saying? Like this the y'alls, bro. That's all. Like when it comes to the emotional aspect of it, you got Detroit traveling out west. That's always scary. You know what I mean? They playing 3 hours behind on what they normally, their body used to. So you got to take that into consideration. And that always helps the home team. You know what I mean? Unless it was a closer flight. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's in California. We in Michigan. That's a 6-hour flight. You know what I'm saying? So I just think whatever Detroit got to do, they got to do it, and they got to come with the dub. So that's why I got to take Detroit. I got to rep Detroit because this probably, you never know, bro. I don't know Dan. I see what Dan Campbell doing. I see the team and everything, but with this league, bro, you never know what teams are going to go to the Super Bowl. Who's going to run it back? Who's going to be in this position next year? Don't know. You don't know, right? So this got to be it, bro. Because if they don't do it now, it might be another 25 years until we see him do it again.
No cap. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I agree with you, Caleb, with that last point, man. It's like it's now or never for the D. When I look at this game, there's one thing that helps me choose my side. My side here is San Francisco. You look at this Detroit defense, bro. Man, it's the defense, bro. It's
Cowboys fan picking the 49ers.
Listen,
I can't believe you, nigga.
Keep this though.
Bro, I mean, I feel you though.
I lean offense a lot of the times when I make picks because I understand offense more. I study offense more. And when I think of the things Kyle Shanahan is going to do to Aaron Glenn in broad daylight, in 4K, and 8K, if you got it like that, it's all bad, bro. It's all bad because
he about to pick AD apart,
with or without Debo, honestly. But if Debo plays, San Francisco minus 17. But without Debo, it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle. But I just think that San Francisco has such a well-established passing game. Even when Brock Purdy is not on like that, they still have ways to scheme guys open underneath that can make something happen with the ball. Now, San Fran's defense has not been as lights out as it has been in the past. So I do think Detroit has a chance to stick around, and make it a game and score with them. But at the end of the day, bro, I feel like Dan Campbell's aggression is going to be what wins Detroit this game, and vice versa. Kyle Shanahan's conservative play calling is what's going to kill San Francisco if they lose this game. But I just don't see it happening that way. I think San Francisco will score early and build up a lead and be able to play with a lead on a positive game script for most of this game. So with that being said, man, I gotta lean San Francisco. They're so physical on defense. They'll fly around. They'll smack dog. It would have to be like a 2-interception, 3-interception game by Brock Purdy for Detroit to sneak this dub, bro. And I do mean sneak this dub because they're gonna have to sneak it out.
Game comparison. If you want a game comparison,
the game comparison is Baltimore versus Detroit in Baltimore. That's the comparison I think of in my head when I think of this game.
Yeah.
The game comparison for me is Michigan, Alabama.
Oh, really? In what way?
Michigan, Alabama, man, because San Fran got all the history. They've been to the NFC chip the last 6 years in a row. Just as long as
Michigan had the number one defense in the country for the last 2 years straight.
Hey, nigga,
Detroit not moving like that.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
All right, go ahead.
I'll push your narratives, nigga. We from Michigan.
Don't try to mix my Wolverines in with the Lions, bro. I don't like that, bro. These niggas
we from Michigan. That's the only.
No, we probably
we from Michigan. That's the only thing that I can say.
If Michigan anybody, they the Ravens, nigga.
Hey, we from Michigan. That's
Ravens
the only thing that I can say is the same shit. We from Michigan. That's why it's Michigan, Bama, nigga.
All right.
Other than that, though, man, look, it's gonna be a good, clean game. But I got Detroit, man, off the emotions riding high. Hey, I just wanted to see the niggas do it. I just want to see the niggas do it.
Yeah, see, I wanted to pick off emotion, but
I got to, bro. You got to.
I couldn't.
I love a good underdog.
So just to end on what Chaz was saying, that's the only way I see Detroit winning. Like that defense got to score a touchdown. I don't care how it comes. Yeah. That defense or special teams has to score a touchdown, and I can see them winning the game. with a momentum swing of like a pick
Got it.
six or a
All right,
special
tell me
teams
this, Caleb, real quick.
or a
DJ
kick
conversion?
return or something.
What's easier to see in your head? The flustered, under pressure Jared Goff pick to a linebacker he doesn't see, or the Brock Purdy version of that, where he's just dropping back, throwing to a spot like he's a robot and he's throwing picks to Detroit. What's easier to see in your brain? Because to me, it's the Jared Goff pick. Is Nick Bosa's in his face, he just throws it up over the middle and throws it right to Dre Greenlaw or Fred Warner.
I can see both.
See
I can
Jared
see
Goff
both,
picking,
too, but
picking grass on his
Like,
face. Man.
I'd see both.
Yeah, I just see
Based on
Goff. I
my
see Goff a
game.
little bit clearer. Like I ain't
Like,
got to zoom in as
no.
much to see Goff.
Goff has
Oh,
more times he's done that shit, so you got history behind that shit. But
Yeah, I don't know.
based
I
off
see both.
last
Just did it
week,
Sunday.
Packers, like based off the Packers last week, it could have happened too, but them niggas dropped the ball.
Also, it was a thunderstorm. I don't want to take Brock's side here,
It
but
was them.
yeah, they get clear
Yeah.
weather. Brock will be all right. He'll be straight. Brock got little
Love
hands
played
though, bro.
well.
You can't compare him to Jordan Love. Brock got little
Yeah.
hands.
That's what I was saying.
No,
That's
for
what I was
real,
saying.
like, this whole
Niggas be
year,
acting like
man.
I don't be being critical on these 49ers, man. I said Jordan
No, you
Love
be
was in
being
the
critical.
same. He was in the same brain that Brock Purdy was in, and he was throwing the ball on the money.
You be being critical, man.
You be critical, bro. After you got the dub secure, you be critical.
Brock
Don't-
Purdy,
I'm telling
man,
you,
I
I'm
hope
telling y'all this live, bro. Y'all
from
let
here
don't
on
lie,
out,
don't
man.
lie to America.
here on out, man. I hope Brock Purdy, man, continues to get his respect. that he's
I
earned.
don't.
You not
You don't
gonna get
respect
it.
What?
me, bro?
Not for
I
real.
respect him as a
Man,
football player,
look,
but
I heard it.
I'm not gonna give him no credit that he don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
deserve.
give him undue credit.
Bro, I heard a take earlier that had me thinking. Nigga, they drafted Trey Lance, nigga. That nigga, you see what happened with that nigga Trey Lance. I was like, oh yeah. Cause at first I was like, man, Brock Purdy do shit, but he don't do shit. Then I had to think. That nigga said they drafted Trey Lance. And I was like, you right. They don't got Trey Lance no more. There's a reason. Cause my nigga Brock wasn't giving that job back. So that's why I believe he deserves some more credit. Now, the reason I'm saying that is I was overly critical of him. I was like, man, system quarterback, but he's the right quarterback for that system because, again, remember, I was in a group chat telling y'all, well, Jimmy G did that shit too.
Nah.
Facts.
And so it's like, I just think he a more talented Jimmy G.
He just he remixed that shit, bro. Because look, he won the locker room. He won the locker room over, bro. That was the biggest. That was the biggest thing. They was riding behind that nigga. Like they was riding behind him, bro. That's all you can say about it. So why would you keep Trey Lance around and he just like his understudy? Nigga, y'all wasted this draft. Could have had Justin Fields, but niggas want to take Trey Lance because
Matt Stafford suiting up and wearing 16 this weekend.
type shit.
Hey, if he did, I'd be on Detroit money line because he'd go air it out.
That nigga go
Because Sanford and
crazy,
DBs are
man.
sus.
I got a
Yeah,
question for
they're
y'all
talking.
since we wrapped up our predictions. Would y'all let anybody from any of the locker rooms y'all ever been in let somebody date your sister?
I would.
I don't have
TJ
one.
Daniels, nigga.
You crazy as hell.
I'll let my
Not
nigga
even-
TJ Daniels. That nigga's a lawyer now. Nigga,
I ain't
he a
let
lawyer
nobody. I ain't
down
let
here.
nobody slide.
I'll let that nigga date my sister, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He's a good human being, bro. I'm sorry.
You got to see that nigga every day.
I'm cool with TJ. I'm cool with that. Nah, it's a lot of other niggas I don't know. There's a lot of niggas I wouldn't have done. I'm not gonna name no names. But
That's a good name though.
that nigga TJ, I would thoroughly see. I'm okay with seeing TJ every day. I'm okay with seeing that. He a good
That's
guy.
a good name.
He a good
But
guy.
we've been in a lot. See,
We've been in a lot of locker rooms together, brother.
I've been in a lot, but I've been on 3 teams.
Yeah.
So I gotta rack my brain. You was on the same team.
Yeah.
But hell no, Chaz, Caleb.
I don't got a sister. I don't got to think
If
about
you
that
did,
shit.
hypothetical sister.
Hell
I
no,
got a
and it ain't even
Lord.
about how good of the guys that.
Oh,
we
Chaz
play
do got a
with.
sister,
It's
don't
not
he?
even about that.
Yeah.
I got a twin. I got a twin, so it's not even about being a good guy or not. Like it's just the principle, bro.
It's
You're
not
my
about being a
teammate.
good guy.
Go find some other girls, bro. You don't got to date my
Bro.
sister.
I'm gonna drop a video on this later, bro. But you with your teammate down there more than your sister. So what the
Yes.
hell I look like being with you every single day, and you with my sister?
But the
Yeah, bro.
video that you referring to, bro, was so OD, bro, because the girl
She
was
don't
on
know.
bro, she don't know. She's
She
on the
don't
video
know.
She
like,
don't.
y'all don't see the red flags. I'm like, We joke every day.
Let me play the
She
video.
took
A lot of
for y'all.
we
I
joke
got the-
every
I
day.
got
A
the
lot of
video.
people won't let nobody take their sister.
She
Because
took it from a
again-
sense like everybody's a bad person in a
Yeah.
football
Or
game.
like everybody was dead
Hold on.
serious.
Yeah, half of them niggas was joking, bro.
First one, that's so funny. They were just now. Say it again. Slower.
Closer, I can't hear it.
Put it close to the mic.
And not a one of them said, "Oh, there's too many to pick from. They're all good guys." Okay, it kind of makes you think about what goes on behind closed doors. If these people know their teammates the absolute best.
Let me tell you something.
What I mean
Let me
by
tell you
casuals, bro.
Hell no. I'm with these niggas every day. You not about to date my sister, nigga. I don't care if you the best nigga. And especially if
Yeah.
Packers in question, the average age is 25.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 25. If I ain't have Taryn, I would have been old Melvin. I told Taryn, she said, well, we would have been together a couple years ago. I told her no.
Hell no.
I told her we wouldn't have. And that's not even no shade on her. Taryn knows we had this conversation a lot. I'm like, you wouldn't have liked
It would have
me.
been Melly.
I told her straight up you wouldn't have liked me. So what if I wouldn't date you, why would I let somebody else?
Especially now, nigga.
Why would I let somebody else? It's not even about trust. It's not even about trust.
It's not.
This is brand new. This is brand new money they getting. Think about it. They went from high school, college, NFL.
Yeah.
Ain't no character development. You ain't never have to work a regular job. You ain't never have a regular relationship.
Yeah.
Nope. You ain't dating my sister.
No, sir.
Bro, it wasn't even that, bro. It wasn't even like this. I'm sure there's some good guys out there, and that's that, bro. It's just the fact that she took it and spun it.
She took it way too far.
And the comments added to it, bro. And like the comments added to it, and they were like, "Well, they're asking Chiefs that shit." As we talked about Chiefs, America's team now because of all this other shit going on.
They old, bro. Them niggas old.
But even that though, like the question that the person asked on the Chief was something totally different. The question was, who on the team would you allow to watch your daughter or like watch your kid?
Oh, that's
it's something totally different, bro.
Totally different question.
Yeah.
And so everybody was in the comments like, well, the Chiefs said X, Y, and Z, but I'm saying that's tough. I will let all y'all niggas watch Cambry, nigga. Like, sorry.
I have watched Cambry.
Come on, bro. It's not a problem, but you talking about relationships, and I'm like, these guys are these guys. Again, I can name plenty of dudes out there in the world who I will allow to date my sister. That's my sister, but it doesn't matter. Like half of them was probably joking anyway. Again,
like two.
If I ask them girls and they
both white
group,
it was a big ass echo chamber too. Like they was all talking to each other.
Like,
I ain't see no males in there.
If we told them, hey, who in your friend group would you allow to date any of us? We get the same response.
Yeah.
No, you're not dating so and so because they be talking about their friends behind their back anyway. So it's not gonna matter, bro. It's just because it's football players, and it's also the Green Bay Packers with the whole Simone Biles shit.
I'm mad she took it so serious, bro. Like, but she took it way too serious. Like, niggas just walking by on their way out of practice, probably chilling. Like, who'd you let date your sister? Oh, none of these niggas. Like, come on, bro. Niggas not actually
we know how to
serious, bro.
But we actually know how the locker room get, bro.
Yeah,
we know how the locker room get. And to them, that's an unknown chamber that you ain't never been in. And I ain't about to tell y'all about it either.
Facts.
If you ain't been in there, if you know, you know. It's a, if you know type shit.
Mm-hmm.
With that locker room, you already know.
There's a lot of niggas out there that hate my sister.
They on like two, and they both white. So
that's a good show.
Hey, you would have passed with them. How they was talking, you would have been like, "Fuck it." That shit was OD, bro. She was OD. She was OD with that shit.
We cool.
That's not a red flag. Yeah, red flag D's, bro. That's no. Stop.
We cool.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm about to go to Chipotle after the way Mike was talking about that bowl.
Go to Chipotle. Download the app first, because how they was acting in my shit, that was some bullshit.
I do got some sharp real quick. Super Bowl MVP odds are out. I believe they're out on FanDuel. So you're getting boosted. You're getting boosted odds right now because teams still got to punch their ticket. So especially if you taking an underdog like Mahomes, I think Mahomes is plus 440 to win Super Bowl MVP right now. You'll never see plus 440 that game week if they beat the Ravens. So I mean, there's some stuff out there. Jared Goff is out there. Amon-Ra's out there. Even little Brock Purdy out there, man. So it's some early lanes out there that are maybe worth a little dabble, a sprinkle, if you will.
I'm about to go sprinkle.
make it there, I can see him getting the MVP.
But yeah, man, that was a sharp pick, man. I'm about to get us up out of here, Cole.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.